You know that moment. New business software promises the world, but then you hit this bumpy road of technical glitches.
Oh, yeah. Happens all the time. Especially when you get into customizing things. We're looking at Acumatica today, right?
Exactly. And we're diving deep using the experience of Mohammed Kalimra. He's a software engineer, spent about, what, a year and a half really wrestling with Acumatica development.
Right. Kalim's work focused on customization, getting systems talking to each other, just making Acumatica work better for businesses. So he saw the common problems firsthand.
Yeah, he really did. So our mission here is to unpack those typical problems you might hit, customizing Acumatica, and importantly, the smart fixes Kalim's team came up with.
Okay, so let's start there. What were the main headaches Kalim kept seeing? The big issues?
But one of the recurring ones was dependency conflicts.
Hmm.
Where different bits of software just won't play nicely together. They need different versions of the same thing.
Right, like trying to fit puzzle pieces from different
Yeah,
boxes. That definitely causes customizations to just fail.
totally. And it wasn't just that. They also saw stuff working fine in, say, a test sandbox environment.
Ah, the classic sandbox versus production problem.
Exactly.
Uh,
Then it just falls over when you deploy it for real.
Hmm.
Different server setups, maybe missing components. It leads straight to deployment errors.
And the knock-on effect is serious. We're talking operational downtime, delays, and critical business stuff. That really hurts.
These weren't just minor tech issues then. They were actually impacting how businesses ran day to day.
Precisely. And they often found out because customers would call saying, hey, this worked in testing, but now it's broken.
So real-world feedback highlighting the problem. Did they dig into why it broke?
Yeah, they looked at server logs, finding errors from like missing software bits or just wrong configurations between the sandbox and the live system. It was often subtle differences causing big
It
problems.
sounds like a nightmare to manage manually, trying to keep all those environments perfectly aligned.
It was a real burden for customers. So, okay, they identified these big headaches. What did Kalim and the team actually do about them?
Right, the solutions. For the dependency conflicts, they got really strict with version control. Make sure all the libraries, the building blocks, were the exact compatible versions needed.
Makes sense. Lock down the foundation. What about the environment inconsistencies, the sandbox versus production thing?
That was clever.
Right.
They built a validation script. Think of it like a pre-deployment check.
Okay.
It would scan the server environment before anything went live, looking for potential issues, like checking it had the right Windows Server version, the correct .NET Framework 4.8 or higher, I think Kalim mentioned.
A pre-flight check. That's smart. Catching problems before they happen, and deployment failures generally.
They centralized configuration management, used Acumatica's own tools to keep all the settings organized in one place, reducing errors from manual setups.
Streamlining things. Good. And preventing downtime.
Automated testing, lots of it. Testing the customizations across different environments early and often in the development cycle, building that safety net.
So catching issues way before they hit the actual users. Did this all actually help their customers?
Oh, absolutely. They saw way fewer deployment failures because of that validation step. Customizations behave the same everywhere. Sandbox, production, you name it.
Consistency. That's huge for trust and reliability.
And maintenance got easier too. Less downtime, simpler environment management overall. Big wins.
So the clear takeaway is being proactive, right?
Yeah,
Tackling those dependency and environment issues head on leads to smoother sailing.
definitely. Which leads us to maybe you, the listener. And if this sounds familiar, if you're battling similar issues with your business software, especially Acumatica, well, there's help out there.
Yeah, companies like Tiana Solutions specialize in this. They have the kind of expertise Kalim's team developed navigating these exact complexities.
They can really help optimize those processes, make sure your software environment is robust, stable,
Hmm.
actually working for you, not against you.
It's worth looking into if you want to get past those deployment headaches.
Absolutely. We recommend reaching out to Tiana Solutions. See how their knowledge could benefit your business. And maybe think about this. How much time, how many resources could your business save by tackling these often hidden software complexities proactively?